Alright guys, welcome back to the shop. My name's Adam. I got my next job here, and what I've got is this is a motorcycle flywheel, and this is a job that I do on the regular basis for the motorcycle shop here. A couple of the projects that you've seen me do was for them, and this is something that they bring me, I don't know, maybe every couple months he'll bring me one or two, and I believe these go on Triumphs, like the I'm gonna say like a Triumph Bonneville, Triumph Scrambler, bikes in that line there. And what they always have me do is basically just machine a bunch of metal off this thing to drop the weight. And I've done enough of them now that I actually once I start machining it, there's no specific dimensions that's needed to be on this. They just like metal taking off of it. But I do the same amount every time. And I take it off each side here. And I also take some along the back right down before you get to these two holes that's drilled in here. And I've got some dimensions in my mind that I always remember that they are once I start cutting it. I just use my calipers and measure it and make them the same every time. It's a pretty easy job. It usually doesn't take long to do. It's usually about a half-hour job, and we're going to go ahead and get cracking on it. So what I thought I'd do this time, I got my old Hansen scale out. We're going to go ahead and weigh this thing and see what it weighs now, and when I'm done we'll weigh it again and see how much weight we actually took off of it. So it looks like, hopefully you can see, it's right at 9 pounds. It's I mean, it's just a shade under 8 pounds. So I'm just going to call it at 9 because it's right there on the line, 9 pounds. I'm just going to go ahead and write it down so I don't forget. 9 pounds. So it's been so long since I weighed it, I can't remember how much weight's taken off, but I believe it's at least a couple pounds that's going to come off of it. So I'm going to do this in the Victor. I use my little 3-jaw chuck, and I usually chuck it on one side. I usually put a center in here just to kind of help support it, because I always do kind of fear of it snatching out of there, but it usually does really good. So we're going to go ahead and get the lathe set up. I got to go swap chucks out because I got the 4-jaw on now. Let me get the 3-jaw on and we'll get it set up and we'll start doing some cutting. All right, I got the 3-jaw set up and getting ready to get her chucked up here. Usually what I do is just kind of, there's a bevel there, so it's not really sitting flat against a face or anything, but what I'm going to do, so I got a chuck, and I'm just going to do a quick check with my indicator, and if it needs bumping I will. Alright, we've got a few thousandths run out, and use my lead and see if I can get her. One hit and I'm there. That's all I needed. Just double check my chucking pressure, and that should be good. Alright. There's my turning tool, and I'm going to be using that ISCAR insert, and that's actually the same edge that I used in my last facing video that I did. And I got my little bell center. I'm just going to run that up. And as I said, I just use that just to kind of help support it because I don't want it snatching it out of them chuck jaws. All right, we're about ready to roll here. And what I'm going to do is just come up kind of close to that bolt pattern. Alright, I'm going to set me a 0 on my cross dial. And I'm also going to turn it on and just scribe me a line. And I'll come up to that and I'll measure it with my calipers. And I believe I make that, I don't remember what it was now. 4 5/8 I think, or we'll check it and see. Alright, here we go. Now that is a whatever steel they use to make these flywheels, that's some pretty tough stuff, so you pretty much gotta use an insert on this if you're gonna make some cuts on it. Alright, so I just got me there's a little reference line I can come up to, and what I'm gonna do, I'm going to touch off. I'm going to take a 1/4 inch off the back side of this. That's what I always take. And I'll take it in 50 thousandths passes. That feed up a little, see, it help break that chip. I think I'm running a little bit faster than I normally do. Alright, there's my first pass. I'm just going to kind of reach around the camera here, see what I get. Okay. I believe what I make that is 3 5/8. I'm just going to take another 50 and then I'll finish that off at the end. Reset my 0. Come back in for another pass. You can see them chips, man, they're a bright blue. As I said, I don't know what grade that steel is, but it's some tough stuff. That's 200. All right, I've taken 200, and this is going to be the last face pass here. Take another 50. I'm going to reset my dial to 0, because I'll make a little finish cut on that OD there. I'm gonna take another measurement here. All right, I'm gonna take 40 thousandths, and that'll bring me about 3 5/8 right there. All right, the first face is done. It is car insert's doing great. All right, I'm getting ready to do the OD here, and what I'm going to do is run my tool up to these little ears, and I'm just going to come up and just touch one. All right, it's touching there. I'm going to set my dial. And I'm going to move it back 5 thousandths. And you see it's clearing it. Actually, I just told you wrong. What I'm going to do, I'm going to move back 10. All right, that's 10 thousandths. And then what I do on my last cut, I feed it another 5 and then come back to clean it up. And I slowed it down. I'm going to run 180 RPM on this. I'm feeding in 100 thousandths, and I'm running about a 10 thousandths feed rate. Alright, let me take a quick measurement, see where I'm at. Alright, I believe I got about 175 to come off of it. It's basically what it's coming down to is both of these diameters on each side here is going to be the same as what this is, this area that I'm chucked on. It's going to be whatever that is there. Alright, down to the last cut. I'm bringing it to 5 5/8, so I got to take another 75 off of it. Come up to my 0, feed in 5, and just manually pull the tool back, clean up that face. Alright, and that's it. All I got to do, I'll cut a chamfer on those corners with the tool. Alright, I'm at 5 5/8. That's what I wanted. Those numbers always come to me whenever I'm actually doing it. I can't ever seem to remember until I start cutting. All right, first side's done. I'm gonna flip it around, chuck it, and turn this side. It's warm. Make sure the chips are off the face there because it's going to be up against it. Come on. There we go. Okay. And what I'm doing, I'm actually chucking that boss that was on this other side that I just faced. It's chucking that there. Let's see. It looks like it's running nice and straight. Now, I'll go ahead and give it a quick check, but if it looks like it's good enough. I'm within 1/1000ths on the face, so I'm going to leave that alone. Alright, good and tight. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come up one of them little ears there and just touch it. Back off 10. I'm going to set me a 0 on my dial here. Alright. I'll run you up so you can see. Alright, we'll go with that. Alright, cross dial's on 0. Cut, and it should be 75. Magnet in there snatching them chips. Alright, that's it. All I got to do is I'm going to turn my tool around and give it a quick chamfer, and that'll be done for the lathe work. All right, got her done. That's it. Still nice and hot from the lathe. Let's see how much metal we took off. That's on 6. So I'm gonna say we took off 3 pounds of metal right there. I mean, it's just past the 6 line. So I'm just gonna call it 3 pounds. So that's a significant amount of metal come off these flywheels. And from what I understand, them guys like that because it just helps that motor wrap up a little faster. It's a performance thing, you know. The guys are always looking for a way to get a little bit of power out of their bikes. And this is actually a mod that the mechanics there at the bike shop that they do. And I believe this is a thing that they sell the customers for their bikes whenever they're in there and they're doing some mods to try to trick the bikes out. Is they sell them a new flywheel that's lightened. So it's always it's pretty neat knowing that that I get to help do that, and I enjoy it. You know, it's fun. I've done enough of them now. You've seen that it's not very hard to do. You just got to have a good carbide tool to do it. You got to have a good 3-jaw chuck to get it done quick, and it always works out good. So I'm gonna let them know this is done. They'll probably be here tomorrow to pick it up, and I heard that they got another job for me to do, so they're gonna be dropping off something else. All right, so that's it for this job. Another one down. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Thanks again to everybody that's been supporting me, and all the new subscribers, everybody that's been checking out my channel and my videos. I really appreciate it. All the great comments, I've been getting a lot of them. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. So I'm out of here. We'll catch you guys on the next job, okay? See you around.